Hello everybody, welcome to One Hub Racing here for round 3, the Chinese Grand Prix here in the Precision Tier. I'm going to do Omar, and with me, just like last week, and still under the influence, Sean.
Hold on, let me have a sip first. Nice. So yeah, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, welcome back to another race here in One Up in the Precision Tier. We are here at the infamous Chinese Grand Prix.
Yes.
And as what X-Manager would quote that, hopefully he watched this because he would be very proud of me. And this circuit, I personally think it's sort of a challenge for most of the drivers because of pure setup and tires. But it also provides some good racing, and hopefully we can get that tonight. Owen.
Yes, hopefully, because we could do a bit of a shake-up in the order, because incredibly, White Fountain is already 17 points clear at the top. He has got 50 points so far, 2 wins, 2 poles. I think he's got 2 poles, or at least he's been close to the poles. Maybe I'm reading the graphics wrong. Anyway, he's got 2 wins, right? He needs to dominate a little bit less, I think, because he's already, like I say, 17 points clear of Chris, and already 28 clear of Adrio, so he's starting to run away a bit, so a bit of a shake-up in the order tonight wouldn't go amiss. But, yeah, unfortunately, we don't have anyone, by the looks of it, for this grid walk. It does seem that the idea is getting worse and worse every week, but...
Oh, hold on. We can invite Vito Antonio. We can actually invite him. To share his view what actually happened with his infamous crash.
Ah, yes.
I think it was with Sophie, I think?
Sophie and his teammate, Jurich, yes.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
Why do you invite that things, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, I do hope he remembers it, because I think he had the crash and went on and had another accident later on, but it was, you know, basically a point. Bloody Odems wants me to invite him into the thing to commentate. Are we even... Listen, he seems pretty desperate. You know,
Desperate?
He's very desperate.
Oh,
listen. He's in my DMs now. Help me. Get him in the party, please.
He can slide in your DMs.
He slid into my own DMs now. I shall suggest him. You know what, I'm gonna go blue screen here just to suggest my buddy. And you're gonna get him in, so he'll stop attacking me on the internet. I mean, it's not. Yeah, but he likes this tier.
Yeah?
Yeah?
It's gonna be the most biggest and messiest grid walk. Not Martin Brundle.
Well, luckily, there's only 2 minutes left till we get going here, so there might not be a grid walk.
Oh, shit.
Come on. That was a grid walk.
Oh,
see us next
God.
week. Yeah, I think it might be about time we beat this idea down to the ground, because no one seems interested,
well,
did they?
yeah, because we couldn't get a grid walk. It was basically because Owen has...
Well, yeah, I've had PlayStation issues.
His PS4 sorted out.
I've had the game delete everything on my files, and I've had to download everything. It's all okay, I think, so that's good. But that wasted about 10 minutes of my life. Then the PlayStation crashed as soon as I got into the lobby, so that didn't help.
Yes. And
now we're here with only 2 minutes left to do a grid walk, and only 14 drivers here as well. So there are a few to join. Right. If you do anything stupid, Odems, I will kill you, because Sean is going to fully blame me for this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry. Out of the 3 of us here, who's the admin? Shut up, Sean. I'm commentating.
No.
Forgive
me and Owen are commentating.
Yeah, but the thing is, Odems did see, to be fair, the pre-season race, so I can see why he wants to come back.
Exactly.
Well, no. Like me and Owen are the commentators, you know, and you're just an added bonus.
Yes.
You know, you're not really relevant.
Well.
Well, right then. Lobby walk 7:15. Lobby starts 8:30 p.m. Alright, that's a mistake.
Yeah,
so we have to do another hour of the grid walk. Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe by then we'll get a driver in. You never know. One can hope.
Yeah. Alright.
Right, let's see if you can find somebody here, because you are the party host, Sean. So, this week's been leading very swiftly.
Let's invite Chris. Let's get a little bit of controversy here. Because he just
Well, hold
defended
on
like
a
an
minute.
absolute madman.
He did, but it brought him P3 last week, and it worked out very well for him.
but
He's second
with
in the
defense,
championship
it's
now.
Like if Kvyat would saw that defending, I mean, he would be very proud.
I'm very proud of Kvyat's defending. I quite like his defensive style.
Chris was one of the drivers I was talking about in my track guide because one of the featured race was season 10, Podium Pinnacle Tier around here, where me, Sean, and Chris all battle for the podium. It was a nice race. I wonder who won that battle. Can you remind me, Sean? Could you jog my memory?
I swear. I'm only one click away to kick you from the party if you say something stupid again.
There's the ice cream truck again. I'm sure you can all hear that ice cream truck. I do
a lovely
apologize.
battle. I actually missed Christian racing. I think it was still back in the Prestige. That was fun.
Pinnacle.
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 He said Pinnacle.
Was it Pinnacle? Jesus, that's a long time ago. A long time ago. I think I was still teammates with MLA. I don't know how he's going actually. I haven't even talked to him in a year. Like,
Yeah, he just pops into the one hub chat occasionally to disagree with me.
is he still good? Is he doing alright? Because I haven't spoken to him in a year, even though I tried to contact him.
I'm sure he's doing grand. Busy with work.
Huh. Well, hopefully I can contact him. Anyway. Oh, Jamie said don't mention that race. Should we mention that race actually? Actually, where our relationship has started, Adams. That race here in China.
Yes.
Our
was
relationship was
the
actually
first
formed.
first instance of the Sean versus Marques's battle that has raged through one hub for seasons, quite frankly.
Quite so, yeah. I mean, yeah, the greatest memory I think one up has ever seen.
Yeah. I do know that it all started with Sean and his terrible overtaking, bumping me off the track every 2 seconds. Then I sort of, gave him, I'm not gonna lie, I gave him a bit back, I got my elbows out.
Well, to be fair, I gave you a headache in Malaysia though, in the same season, or the season...
Next season.
Yeah. I gave you a headache though, with Extended. That was fun.
Yeah. And I've hated you ever since, so...
Yeah, of course. I mean, but you still love me at the same time, so you hate me and love me at the same time.
Sure thing, let's go with that.
Well,
yeah,
that's your grid walk, yeah.
So many drivers. So many drivers.
Well, I mean, it's more of a history lesson than a grid walk, isn't it? But
yeah, because I invite already 4 people, but nobody wants to join us.
Well,
I'm only inviting people that are actually there.
Well, we're going now, so
we'll start anyway, so
yeah. 17 on the grid.
Instead of a grid walk, we can actually do like a history walk.
I don't think we can have a masterclass from somebody in 19th today, because there's only 17 drivers, because that's been one of the features of the first 2 races. I think the driver in 19th has had a masterclass both times, and unfortunately we can't get that today. So we're going to have to do it somewhere else today.
That's very disappointing.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in that.
17th?
Well, could be 17th. 17th could be our lucky number today. We'll wait and find out. We obviously have Jamie in the chat, he's been talking. But as usual, also have Alfie Jensen McMahon, welcome. Why are you still stalking me? Hope you crash out again tonight.
Well, that's Owen, ladies and gentlemen. That's Owen.
It's got to the point where I commentate on him for two races a week, and I race with him. It's great.
Can't get away from
For
him.
the first time ever.
I know, it's ridiculous. Hopefully this time, like I say, he doesn't just crash out on lap 1 because we didn't even get to race him last week. It's very sad.
Oh dear.
It was very sad. He didn't even have a mic for the grid walk as well, which went really well.
Always works well.
Yeah.
Ruben. Wait, oh, okay, that changed the names completely there.
Okay, so it's
AJ
dry.
says to you, don't worry, I'm not following you. So, you're safe, Owen.
Ah, good.
You're safe.
Maybe I'm following him, maybe it's the other way around, maybe I don't realise it.
Ew.
Oh dear. Anyway, as you can see, it's dry for qualifying. We don't know what we're going to get for the race, but certainly qualifying to be a dry affair, which is good.
That's going to be dry. At least I assume, though.
So going back to the grid, who do you guys think is going to win this race? Because my money is on my pound again.
Well,
I think a Red Bull one
logic,
too. Is on the cards.
logic would suggest it would be White Fountain, but I want to see someone else come in. I think Vinso's had a lot of potential that he's sort of missed out on in the first couple of races. He could be up there. Exactly. I think
he just bottles it every single
he does.
time.
He's a bit like me. He bottles it somehow. Chris as well. We saw his defensive work last week. It's a difficult track to overtake here today, and if he can get to the front early, he could just defend his way to victory. So there's a lot of potential here. So honestly, logic would say White Fountain, but I would say give Chris and Vinso an equal chance as well.
Yeah,
I think Patino will just crash. Honestly,
give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Give him a chance for once.
Come
for
on.
once.
Tried.
But I'm gonna go with Chris. Just pure. And he has the pace, but I think he just hasn't showed it. So I think this race is maybe the time to do it. Question mark. So, and plus with his defensive skills that are just like even worse than mine defending skills. So he actually can get P1. So
yeah, I'm a very. It was in the wet, but I am a driver that's
wet race.
Very accustomed to
wet race. Yeah,
wet race, is it?
Yeah, wet race.
Yeah. But as I was going to say, I'm a driver very accustomed to Chris's defensive driving in the wet, or my 2010 race. So if it is dry, if it is wet and he's up on the top, yeah, I expect no one to get past him.
Right then. Well, we'll see if he can stay out there if he gets there in the first place, because it is a wet race. That's all we've been told about White Fountain. I wish we can get told the full weather forecast if you have it. It will be, wet to enter to dry or something. I'd love conditions like the pre-season race. That'd be very nice. But
oh, that would be cool.
Anyway, let's watch Lawrence. I think he's the first to do a lap on the mediums, which should be. Yeah, it's on the hards though. Mediums is probably a better tire to judge on.
Yeah, but it's more like the better tire to actually start at the end of the session instead of.
Well, if it's a wet race, if it starts wet, then they'll want to get these tires out of the way, won't they?
Yeah.
But it depends, like if it's like a wet race, like at the beginning, or just like later on in the race, or just like a full wet race.
Well, we'll have to find that out.
By the amount of drivers on mediums, I'm willing to find that it's going to be wet at the start.
Yeah,
probably.
I'd agree on that.
Because most drivers would have picked harder, meaning they'll get only 2 sets of supers. They can't really just go out immediately. Unless you're the Spaniard. What he wants.
Yellow flash? That's for...
I think this is for a car slowing down, probably. Probably Lukey.
Oh dear.
He was just setting a lap up, I think. And White Fountain says...
Starting on soft is going to give a lot of variety to the grid, because I reckon some drivers that aren't usually up there might get up there, since it's just a sort of... it's not a one-shot qualifying this time. It's relatively easy to get a lap, and I'm thinking drivers like Josh, Jor, maybe Jorit. I think anyone could win this race, as usual with the position here.
Jor has actually got a nice steal from Scorpion though.
Yeah, he's on these. He's on these softs as well, isn't he? So this could work out really well for him if he has a. He hasn't used the ERS much, has he? Though, look how much he's got left and how much he's using the lap. He's not. Yeah, he's backing off.
Lifting off though. Yeah, he's definitely going for the medium at the end. But yeah, he's still going top though with 33.1. So.
Well, to be fair, White Fountain says damp conditions with light rain, 45 minutes plus. I'll assume that. Does that mean the whole race is going to be wet, or does that mean it's going to be the very end of the race is wet?
I think it's going.
I don't really. Yeah.
The whole race is then wet.
Rain. So I think it's going to be intermediate then.
Yeah.
I think it will be. Yeah. Now White Fountain's coming out of the pits.
Spaniards on a lap.
I was on board with Chris coming across the final corner.
Oh, the whole race.
Whole race. Okay, good.
Whole race gonna be wet.
Oh.
Spaniards on a lap on the softs. He's the only one on a lap on the softs right now, so should probably follow him round.
No, Josh
Yellow's
is on as well. Josh started.
Yellow's just ahead as well of Spaniard. There was a car or two ahead. He might have been backing off. I think it looks like two Alfa Romeos actually. So both heading back to the pits at the same time. But yeah, let's see if Spaniard decides to back off on this one, Also, we saw George do that, and even then he was only 2/10 off pole. He lifted up by about a second, really, overall.
Yeah. Actually lifted up quite a bit there.
The thing is, with these softs, they overheat during your lap.
Yeah.
Like, on the lap,
Well,
they'll
if you can manage a little bit, they won't overheat.
No, well, if you manage, then there's no point because
I can
you have
manage
to just
that.
let
I'm
them
still,
overheat.
I can still do it though.
Yeah, the trick is to just have a really slow out lap and then just let them overheat.
Oh, that's a car on the wall.
Oh, yeah, that's my boy
Yeah,
Jay.
that's
Jay.
on the wall.
Yeah.
And he's go further
Yeah.
than 36.
Finally goes pole.
Oh, he's gonna get disqualified, Jay. Look at him. He's driving backwards and he's been
Oh.
disqualified. Don't know why he thought that was a good idea, but Baboon Jay out of qualifying and starting P17.
Oh. Can he actually do something instead of like being?
And he did.
A baboon.
Yeah. Even in last year's game, he was already like causing enormous. Now with this,
I think
really
he
good.
has. I think it's unfair to talk about his first season because his first season he was a bit crazy, but he has improved his racecraft since then. I think.
Yeah, but like, why would you actually go?
I think he thought he would be able to drive backwards a lot more.
No.
Like, you can drive backwards a bit to get back to the
Yeah, you can
pits.
drive it backwards a bit, but like it's not like a practice lap, you know. You can go like, I'll set your lap and then drive it backwards
Yeah, well,
again. You know?
maybe he didn't know how much he could get away with, so.
I mean, but why would you even do that in the first place? Just like finish,
Because
like
he wanted to get back to the
lap.
pits, Sean.
Why would
Yeah, but he was halfway down the main straight. Like,
Yes, I know. I'm
come
just saying
on.
why he thought he'd be able to get away with it. Alright?
No,
Gosh.
that is dangerous.
My gosh.
anyways, we're arguing already.
Josh is about to finish his lap. No, he's back in the pits. He failed on it.
Vinto is out there, but he's look at him. He's derating already. Maybe not done the best conservation on the ERS. That's not going to help his run down to the finish.
Oh, seconds.
Yeah, if he hadn't wasted all that ERS, he would have been first by some distance, I think. But
To be fair, he's close to the softs winner of Spaniard, and the softs are about 1 point.
yeah, but there's no way they're pushing 100%. If we're looking at them doing 32s of qualifying, then I'd be very surprised.
Yeah. Scorpion is now also on the lap, again on those hard tires. I think? Or is he doing another lap? No, he's backing off. Okay.
Yellows. Always gotta look for that just in case there's anything wrong, but there isn't.
Coleman
Sophie.
just said this stream is like if Hamilton and Rosberg were
Also,
commentators.
commentators could better. Yeah. We are basically like Rosberg and Hamilton.
And then I'm like the third guy in the cool down room, just sort of looking at them thinking, what am I meant to do with these two?
You're just Charles, you know, or James, or Pals, or who, anyone else.
Or poor Seb, he has to stand there in the corner.
Yep, you're the poor Seb guy. Adams is like the Hamilton and I'm the Rosberg.
Yes.
I think I'm a much better driver. I agree.
Well, yeah, I had.
We're
that
not
guy
getting
there.
in this debate.
Yeah, I'm the favorite uncle.
Here comes Sophie on a lap, going back to the racing, so that's what we're here for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming to the final corner, but
They happen.
not
Look
to
at the
corner.
ERS again. The ERS is too low. No one's able to manage their ERS tonight. It's going to derate.
To be fair, it is a hard circuit to actually manage your ERS.
It's not. It's really easy.
It is hard though.
It's not.
You
It's
go
not, it's pretty
32.
easy. She goes pole though, comfortably.
Lawrence is up by 4
Like,
tenths
go like with,
in the first
if you go
sector.
like 0 here in this corners, then use like.
You can even
so
just
the
All
go.
you have to do,
You can even go down to 2 in like the first sector, on the windy bits, and you can just go up to 4 again, and it's fine. Like it's
what I do is just go into high through the snail section, into high through the long left and right, and then just do normal for the rest of it.
yeah.
So D-rate just across the line, which is fine.
Yeah, Lawrence is on for a good lap here. If he can keep it on the track, he's up by 8 tenths on his last lap so far for the middle sector. So it is tracking first, but we'll see if he can keep it up.
Oh, another steep.
Go so wide there.
Front just did not bite.
Let's see how he goes.
More ERS
He's still
than Sophie had before, and Sophie. Okay, this should be all right on the ERS this time. Hopefully for Lawrence, we'll see. Should be at least a second quicker than his last attempt, if he decides to continue, which he should. Here he comes to the line, keeps it well within the track limits.
That's gonna be 31. Just, yeah. 31.896.
Yeah, so nearly a second quicker than his last attempt, but yeah, P1.
He still managed his ERS very well though. He still had like enough ERS to the finish line.
TK Raj has done about 4 laps on the hards.
Really?
I'm not sure if he knows that it's raining.
I don't know. Even though Dutch guys love rain, but I think he hasn't saw it. Because he's like low on his ERS percentages.
Why do Dutch people love the rain so much? Is it just because of Verstappen on that one race?
No, it just rains a lot in Holland.
It rains a lot in Northern Ireland, to be fair, and I quite like the rain actually. So I don't know why I'm asking the question. Oh, it's a terrible place to live, but the rain's nice. Oh, Joris nearly had a fatality.
Looking pretty tasty. Let's see where his first sector matches up against Lawrence. Lawrence is 24-0. Simon has done 24-2. So
oh, this will be close.
Very good first sector from Lawrence. I have to say.
Middle sector was good for Simon though. He needs to find number 410s in this last sector to be on the pace. I think he could do that if he can nail, especially this long right-hander, which Lawrence got a bit twitchy on, which he has done.
Yeah.
There's a car ahead, like weaving. If it slows down by enough, he may even get a little toe, maybe even on the main straight. Depending on how much they back up here. It is a Mercedes of Binto.
Really good, I have to say. Very close to prestige pace.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to see it. I only saw the end of it, but it did look pretty nice on the pace. But let's see if Simon can go P1. It should be, and it is.
Yeah,
it is. Just half a 10.
Well done to him.
Now we're getting to the crunch time. I like it when qualifying is an actual qualifying, when it's not just one shot.
Yeah,
so
Lukey's also very close to P1. Let's see if he can get there.
1.1 seconds fast, so
he needs another 10th. He can do that, I'm sure.
He has enough ERS though, so he should maybe even gain time to the others, because some didn't have enough ERS to actually get to the finish line. So yeah, he has plenty of ERS left. Oh Jesus!
Easy first, there's fine.
He goes
31-2.
Wow, by a lot.
That's more than a half a second there. Well done.
Lukey just taking a dump on the entire grid.
He's throwing the grass straight away.
Huh? Oh, Vettel's going really wide. He's going to spin it, but he saved it just about. Did he not do that earlier? He seems to not.
So.
I swear it was him earlier doing it. I might have been Jory. One of the Mercedes did that earlier.
Wyphon had a very good first sector as well. I think he actually beat Lawrence, so watch out for him. Here comes Chris into the final corner.
Needs a big final sector. He's 6/10 down on what he needs so far, and he had it.
He got it. Wow,
nice.
These times are tumbling down. Spaniard was pole at one point, now he's in 7th, like a second and a bit off the pace.
White Fountain's backed off. He must be looking to go to the pits and quickly get those tyres changed. Has he got enough time? He should be okay. But
he
we'll
should
see.
be okay.
Kind of put the pressure on himself though, having to do it all on that one lap.
Especially knowing what the conditions are going to be at the start. Being in a mid-pack is possibly the worst place you could possibly be, especially into that nice snaily turn 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And plus you can't see anything.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So that's gonna be nice.
Spaniard, only driver out on the lap at the moment. He's probably not gonna have enough time to get another one in.
Yeah, it's decision time for him. Does he pit? He hasn't got much fuel. He'd be very slow on the way back to the pit lane if he decides to pit. I think he has to pit. Oh, he doesn't.
No, he's not.
He's derating though. He's derating. Why is he finishing the lap? He's not going to go P1. He's not got enough time.
It's not a bad lap, to be fair,
but he derated though at the end. He lost so much time just due to that. He had no run out of the final corner. Then again, would he have found 4/10? You could argue maybe he didn't, but yeah, maybe he will be happy with that. Josh has come out. Josh is out.
Chris is going to be very close to see if he gets back.
Yeah, he's on the mediums. Look, that's his qualifying over then. Don't really know why he's doing that. I guess he hasn't looked at the conditions.
Chris is going to be very close on whether he gets back or not. I think he just about will, but
I don't know.
Let's hope his teammate doesn't come out at the same time.
Oh, that would be worse.
He's coming out.
Oh no! Wait, no, not.
He's not coming out yet, but he might think about it. We're seeing some more cars leaving now. There's a Red Bull.
Close.
Surprisingly.
I don't think Chris is going to get back out.
A lot of cars in the pits right now. It's gonna be very. You could have a situation where the Monza situation in real life, where a lot of drivers don't actually get a lap.
I certainly think Chris is going to struggle to get out there because he's going to have to get new tyres on and then get that whole way down that pit lane. That's not a short pit lane, especially in the Ferrari garage.
And the thing is, like, you have to have a slow out lap if you want a good lap on the softs. It has to be slow to pull the tyres.
Well,
so it's gonna be close for him. It's gonna be close.
George's first going on lap.
So you can be happy with that.
George's first going on lap, by the way, I think.
Yeah.
So follow him round. Yeah. See if he's got much grip here, because he's got this Mercedes ahead of him that could play a part here. You don't want to be doing more than one lap on these tyres. It's pretty much kissing goodbye to any pace you'll have. So he needs to nail this and nail it now. Don't think there's anyone ahead who will worry him in the corners. That could be good for the straight though, that car. The guy there going through there, if he slows down on the straight, could be nice for sure, but he does need a monstrous final sector, doesn't he?
Yeah, he needs it. Oh, he's gone wide. Yes. Oh, and he's...
well saved, but the tyres are dumb.
He's got too tight on the turn-in. Yeah,
way
he's got too tight on turn-in. And the track just ran out for him, so...
Josh says it's 32 on a medium.
Yeah, I think he might not know that the rain is coming. He's probably just doing his normal, qualifying.
Imagine if he's now just realized that the rain is now like the whole road.
I mean, at a certain point, George
goes P4.
Oh, Chris!
Chris
now come. Oh,
you know what, Chris? This is gonna be close, but I think he might just make it. Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know. He's gonna have to push.
If he does make it though,
he's gonna have to.
I doubt he'll improve.
He's gonna have to push in this. He has to push in this final sector because he's literally right on the bubble here. He might not make it. I actually don't think he's gonna make it.
I'm gonna watch a board with him. Like, this is gonna be close though. 20 seconds.
If I were him, that penultimate corner is getting shafted right now. Brake right now and just turn.
He's got. I think he's got
it. I think he's got it.
He should be alright, yeah.
But as I said, I doubt he'll improve. I doubt he'll improve.
Actually, no. Actually, no. Wait.
He's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Just
about got there. Well, let's try and find who's first to finish their lap.
I think Simon.
I think Vincent.
Vitinho.
Vincent, yeah.
No, Vitinho.
Nah, Vincent. Just watch Vincent.
No,
look at that. Ooh, is that Simon behind? It's not Simon behind him. I was going to say, if that was Simon behind him, we'd get a monstrous total, but it's your.
Driver next to complete his lap is TB in the Renault. Josh has done his qualifying. He's starting 10th at best. I doubt it's going to be where he starts, though. Here comes TB through the final corner.
Let's see the nice exit.
Gonna
be 8th place.
32,
look at this. Vinto, what potential he would have had if he didn't derate before the final corner, let alone at the final corner. What a missed opportunity. Lukey's up in his middle sector.
Simon, 6th.
This is going to be close between these two Ferraris, I'm telling you, because Lukey's up so far. He's not quite on the pace of Chris, but he's not a million miles off. And Chris, if he has any errors in this last sector, could cost him.
3rd. Joritz really improved. Wow. Kamkai. TK rather.
Chris doesn't have any.
Kamkai. It's all changing right now.
Oh, Lukey's wide. Lukey, does he get this? No, only improved by 2/1000. Look at that as a car. Zhou down the final corner. Does Chris improve?
No.
He doesn't need to. He's got Paul.
Didn't need it. And
fluffed his lap completely. He's starting 5th. TK and Lawrence though, that's a nice surprise. 3rd and 4th.
I'll tell you what were we saying before though? Chris is at the front in a wet China race in this Ferrari that he can defend very well with. Surely this is a great position for him, right?
This is gonna be he's either gonna streak away or it's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah. He's either gonna be a defensive madman or he's actually gonna try and drive the car.
You can retire?
Yeah, what's he doing? He's crawled into the pits. He's crawled into the pits. He's going that slowly. He's called yellows, or is that somebody else? I was like, wasn't AI cars? Oh, Scorpion's dead. That's not in the last sector though.
Meanwhile, I would just like to say.
Oh, that's what it is, Simon. Oh my god!
In the downtime we have, congrats to Aaron J. Spencer, who's won the Podium Tier race that's just ended, ahead of Riley Bees and Azumato.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I just saw that in the background. Jesus Christ, that's like a
Clownery happens.
Oh, it's that one again. Look, here we go. He has their accent. Oh, there we go. Look at the front wheel.
Jesus Christ! Imagine if that's real life as well, just like some sort of AI just take control and you're like, oh, they actually crash into each other. That would be.
Monza F1 2018 edition. Right, so here's the grid then. Chris on pole from Lukey, Lawrence, TK, White Fountain, Scorpion, Vinto, Sophie, Spaniard and Simon, your top 10. And remember I said last week, top 14 were separated by 8 tenths of a second. Top 6, or top 13 this time, 6.5 tenths of a second. It's getting closer, isn't it? It's incredible. I don't know how they can get so close. It's been like this ever since the pre-season race. These guys are super, super close. And it only leads to one thing.
Can I just say, Lukey and Chris, as I was saying, on their outlap they had to push, and that's why the first 2 sectors are their quickest sectors, and the third sector, because the tires have overheated, because they had to push on their outlap to make it, so they just couldn't improve on the lap. So
they couldn't.
I think Lukey did also get held up by Joey in chat.
Well, in fairness, actually, to be fair, they had what, 20 to 25 second long straight. That probably helped cool their tires down a bit. They didn't need the tire massively in that last sector.
Believe me, your tires need to be like below.
Well, they didn't need it, did they? They were 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they're fortunate that their laps were already good enough. But yeah.
Well, to be fair, Lukey's last up there was his best lap. Just
was it?
Yeah, only about 2/1000s, mind you. But
yeah, his first 2 sectors were really good. He would have had pole, but his third sector was abysmal.
Yeah. Well, just gonna keep those notes for
the rain.
Well, it's not abysmal, is it? It's just rain.
It's abysmal.
It's just rain, just normal plain rain.
I hate the rain so much.
Who doesn't like? But
rain.
Listen, actually, do you know what? As a commentator, I don't like rain actually because it makes the races boring. But Chris is on pole, so with him at the front, it could make anything happen. But yeah, generally in a wet race, it's kind of boring, isn't it? But hopefully we get a good race.
If the race is just wet the entire time, it can be fairly boring. If it turns wet, or if it like goes from wet to dry, then it gets exciting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, speaking of exciting, the Ferraris, I'm hoping for a full Ferrari meltdown after this race. Hoping for friendships to be ended. I'm hoping for accounts to be reported from just so much swearing in chat. Because I said this to the Precision Tier during the week, that I love commenting on the Precision Tier because these people disgust me. These people just drive like maniacs, and it's fascinating. And,
of course, fascinating.
Yeah, hoping for more of the same.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, because we can have a Bahrain style of race. Hopefully.
Okay, 1 sector to go on the side lap. Who do you think is going to be the biggest surprise in this race?
Surprise?
I think.
Yo. I'm just going. I don't know. I'm just going for York.
If I want to say surprise, I'll say Kamkai. He's probably running a full wet setup, and he's just going to split his way through the field.
Yeah, I'm looking at him as well because remember Belgium? He just flew up the field, didn't he, that day? So I'm starting to keep my eye on him. P14, that's the guy to watch. We'll keep an eye on him in these early laps. But it is a Ferrari front row lockout. It is going to be very interesting to see how they go.
It never dawned upon me that a lot of the drivers might be running wet setups, and that might have explained, like, White Fountain and Scorpion, I know they were very quick in qualifying. So they could be running setups more tailored to the wet. I have given them tips for setups in the wet.
You give them tips?
I mean, yeah, we are teammates.
Well, hold on, that system's gone, isn't it? That system's gone, man.
Yes, but still, we're teammates in spirit.
Unbelievable.
Right, so we're all lined up on the grid now. Ferrari,
I'm just gonna call it right now. 1-2 Red Bull still.
Alright, so we know Odem's predictions. I still think Cal's going to have a part to play, but I think just Chris's outright defensive manoeuvres should help him out today. But Jay, well, he had an abysmal qualifying. It can only really go better from here, but as he parks up on the grid, we should be getting the green flag in a couple of seconds' time. And then once we do, we will be underway for the Chinese Grand Prix. So look for the lights. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights here for the precision tier. And we are away. Looks like a bit of a wheel spinny start, isn't it, for Chris? He may be under pressure from his teammates.
Immediately.
Yeah, he went straight over to defend, didn't he? Well covered, but has he got the grip into turn 1? Because look at the run that Luke's got on the outside, though. He seems to enjoy it out there.
Kainkem has spun round by his teammate as well, so George and Kamkai have just come together.
I must say, we saw Chris's defensive manoeuvre there in turn 1.
Scorpion. Why can't we just pull Scorpion almost onto the grass there? That was mean.
Yeah.
That's free wide.
Oh dear, the Force India racing points. I don't know. Look at...
Oh,
he's all stacked up there behind. Yeah.
I don't know if you all saw it, but at turn 2, Chris put a huge chop on his teammate, it looked like. And it was putting Lukey under huge pressure. Now, I don't think he hit him, but it must have maybe just unsettled him or something.
Dino is almost getting spun around by the McLaren, but he saves it. But now the McLaren, I think, has front wing damage.
I think it's actually Joe with front wing damage. He's the one causing all this. And there's a spin.
Oh, there goes the McLaren. There goes the McLaren.
Lukey's gone very wide. Come back onto the track. He's sort of messed up Lawrence there.
Yeah, looking for TK as well. He's side by side with Lawrence.
Yeah.
Look how far Chris is clear.
Look at Chris.
Yeah, Chris is clear. You were loving that. Only took him shafting his teammate in the process.
There goes Lawrence. TK's backing right off here. He's anticipating some contact, I reckon. He's going to go and try and nick his way through on the exit. But well defended from Lukey there. Held his line. Spaniard's been mugged. He's been taken 2 into 1 there, I think. But at the end of lap 1, it is Chris leading by nearly 2 seconds. And he's really put his marker down. He's pulling away nice and early.
Simon and the Onion in the pits. Lap 1.
Yeah. Well, somehow, even though Cam was spun round, he still ended up making 2 positions. So I think that tells you all you need to know. Biggest winner in that first lap is Jorit. Wow. He's made 4.
Yeah.
And
yeah, fair play to Jorit. I have to say, Chris hasn't really streaked away entirely. Lukey's only 1.5 behind him.
Yeah, my screen says it's 6/10. I was about to say, what on earth's happening there?
Lukey and Lawrence just go so deep. They both, Lukey went deep, and Lawrence just sort of followed him there.
Interestingly, as well, Adri's Scorpion has got ahead of White Fountain there, so yeah.
Yeah, White Fountain let him back through, I think.
Yeah.
Because he did sort of push him off in the first place.
But I must say, Lukey really is holding these guys up. A big train is forming.
Yeah, that's a big train. I think till 6th place, I think. Even larger, yeah.
Yeah, Spaniard and Jordan getting it. It's way more than 6th place. It's
all the way down to, I'd say, 10th. Nearly, if Jordan can catch up. Oh, sorry, Vento. Yeah, he's a bit far, isn't he?
Yeah.
Gamkai, I think he's gained another position on Jordan, so...
Yeah.
Up to 11. Oh, be careful with the burger from Ringo.
Here comes Lawrence. Does he fancy a look? I say it's extremely difficult to overtake here, even in the dry. So in the wet, it must be near impossible. Even though it's a very long straight. And look at the 2 Red Bulls. They were thinking about it because Scorpion got it all a bit crossed up on the exit, but we're all standing in the same order. And there goes Lawrence wide. Chris with the fastest lap, and extending his lead.
Already on lap 3.
Lawrence has gone a bit wide there. TK might have a look. Backs out of it. Gap was there. He was sniffing.
Gap was there, but it's only lap 3. Patience is going to be so key in this race. You only have to go, like, you can't just be throwing up the inside. I know it sounds a bit stupid coming from me, this, but even I know you can't be doing this type of thing early on, so you just got to be patient here. Long race, and
oh, Lawrence! Oh, Jesus, that is all.
They keep going wide through that corner. They have not accustomed to that corner in the slightest.
It's a weird one.
I think go way too wide.
Even from on the beta, when I had it, it was the most unbelievably stupid corner in the wet. It just, you have to brake a good 100 meters early just to get it slowed down there. It's ridiculous. So I can see why they're struggling.
It is, for me, it's even like a tough corner to try also. You want to break at the 100 meter board, you just
Jort very close to Spaniard. Will he go for it? Nope. Decides not to.
Not yet.
This is just a massive trade at this point.
Oh,
Lawrence. Yeah, he had a big slide.
All the stink yeah.
And I think TK's also had a bit of an issue there. He's fallen right off the back, and I wonder if Scorpion fancies a look.
I think Scorpion just was glued to the back of him.
He's got the toe, but no way he'll get through on the brakes.
He just
He would just skate into him. Oh, side by side behind. No, Jorit's trying to get that move done on Spaniard, and we're going to go side by side. Final corner, outside line. He's going to try. He's going to make it work as well. Nice move. Bit off the track limits, but you know, we'll let him have it. Cam with the fastest lap. He's going to start trying to catch up to the back of this.
If one of these drivers has an issue, if Lukey has a spin or something, it's just going to mess so many things up.
Yeah.
It's just going to mess like 4 people up.
So just looking on it, it does feel like the gap, or say that the times are starting to stabilise between these guys, but the issue is Lukey just fell so far behind his teammate in the early stages that he can't catch up now.
Yeah.
No.
I reckon Lukey has to do a bit of a job for his teammate, because honestly, Chris probably would have wanted to have pulled away a bit more than just 2.4 at this point, especially all the battling and chaos behind him. I think if one of sort of Lawrence, TK, or the Red Bulls get through that Lukey barrier out of the dirty air, because dirty air in the rain is a nightmare. And I think Chris will have to look at his in his mirrors.
Oh, look at Scorpion now. He's tried a bit of a different line there. Could help White Fountain. I'm just, by the way, calculating. Finishes like this, I think it'd be all square at the top with Chris and White Fountain. Oh!
Again. Nearly.
Look at Sophie. Look at Sophie's run. She's going to have a great chance on these two.
Oh,
let's see how much they squabble.
Do something about it? No.
If I was Scorpion, I would have given that up. Let White Fountain through.
Well, as I'm saying, it leaves it all square on. Yeah, there's just 58 points. I think it'll be each these two if it finishes the way it is at the moment. White Fountain and Chris. So that's just something to think about throughout the race. Of course, White Fountain will still have the lead by the virtue of the extra win, but. Yeah, we got behind as well. Spaniard and Vinto now going for it. These Mercedes and the Hatters are getting a move on into turn 1.
Vitantonio. Oh, he hits a little bit of the back of Spaniard, but it's still alright though.
Oh, he thought about flying up the inside there.
No, Spaniard jumped off a lot because he was battling with Jort, remember? Now he's battling with his teammate Vitinho.
He just died maybe over
who, by the way, is just waltzed into the back of these two. I want to see check the fastest lap. Check the fastest lap. Yeah, it's Kamkai. Shock.
Yeah.
And Babu J spun around.
If Kamkai gets through these two, we'd expect a bit of fun.
Oh yeah.
So Babu J has now do the whole lap again without a fumbling. That's gonna be a.
Well, as long as it doesn't.
Oh dear.
As long as he doesn't drive backwards this time, he should be okay.
Drive backwards this time. Jesus Christ.
So it looks like the gaps are starting to go out a bit, aren't they, with these top 4?
Yeah. I think Yuki sort of finally calmed down. It took him. I know the feeling because it does take me far too long, to get accustomed to the wet.
Yeah.
That's when you drive the entire your practice. So yeah, I think Lucas finally calmed down, and now he's just stabilizing that gap. Keeping Lawrence, TK.
Oh, Lawrence again goes very deep.
Sophie had a chance around White Fountain because he broke very deep into the hairpin then. But they just got to learn to capitalise on these mistakes because it is the only way they're going to get through. It's lap 7, lap 6. It's still very early. But they're going to start thinking about the moves that they might make later on. And Cam is going to be very interested in this fight ahead, as you say. He's waltzed up to the back of this. He's currently getting the fastest lap point for outside the top 10. So that means somebody in the top 10 would be getting that. That would be probably Chris. And it would be at the moment, but surely Cam's going to bring that top 10 in a moment.
Yeah, the thing is, he has Spaniard, who's very close behind Vitinho, so he can't really It's harder to get that move done. The car ahead has slipstream. Although I think
They're both struggling now, honestly. Cam, we once again know he's got just so much incredible pace here, and in the wet in general.
Very, that's the first penalty of today.
Like, I don't have any biases, but I would love if Cam were to get past these two as quick as possible.
Yeah,
so
you can catch up.
That little trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he could do some magic stuff.
The Red Bulls again are. Actually, Red Bulls are very close to TK.
The Spaniard nearly hit into Vinso. I think he might be about a DC. He's got the alien indicator on, and Cam was nearly going through him.
Yeah,
they're seeming a bit laggy. Yeah, it's a bit laggy, isn't it? And he's lost. That's maybe why he's losing so much pace. I think he's having connection issues. But let's see if Cam gets him. No real run, but will he fly out the inside anyway? Yes, he will. Here he goes. Gets a slow down.
Oh, he got the corner there.
Yeah, got the move done. Yeah.
I think he was, yeah. He just got away with it.
Cam kind of set aside some Coutinho. TK I'm not sure when, but he got a bit out of shape, and Red Bulls was too close, really close behind him, but then he just got an amazing run out of Sector 3. Yeah. The one thing these drivers have to realize is that, not realize, but one thing these drivers have to take care of is that their tires are probably overheating a lot. Because in the wet, your tires do overheat. I've had a race around China here once, and through that long right-hander in Sector 3, your tires
Jesus Lawrence, that's like the 7th lap in a row. He goes deep again in that corner.
That could just be their preferred line for though. I mean, sometimes the line would change from wet to dry.
Yeah, but if you know, like, you make the same mistake like for 5 laps, you know, like, you should have known that you have to brake early or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's not a mistake. Maybe that's just how he drives the corner.
Well, that's not my way to prefer to drive the corner. So.
Yeah, I think Scorpion and White Pound, I think they need to get past TK quickly. Because, as I said, third tier, you'll be surprised, because you could be like 2 seconds quicker than someone. You walk up to the back of them, and then that just gets nullified, and you just can't get past, because the dirty air, the rain, everything, it's actually really hard to overtake. That's why we're seeing this massive trade.
I just want to point out, ERS, because White Fountain's been saving as well as Sophie, and he's on 100% until he gets into this straight, and he's straight back down to 0 again at the end of it. Could he be preparing an attack soon? Because once everyone else burns through there, he should be flying on the straights. Oh, he's saved in that last corner. That's a great shot from the inside curb. And look at Cam, look at that, he's on the back of Vinso. Is he going to go for another move? He's got a nice run into turn 1. Obviously Vinso went here on the Spaniard. David Cam's quite close enough to replicate the move, but he's certainly on the back, and after this is 3.2 seconds to the next car.
I feel he was going to do that, stick it down the inside.
Ooh. Oh, there he goes. Ooh.
3 hits, what's that?
Clumsy there.
I think there was a little bit of contact there, but...
I sense a dive bomb, I don't know about you two. Yellow's ahead. Is it ahead? He's diving, he's diving!
Here comes Cam, he's done it. A bit too much space. He just sort of screwed himself over there.
On the outside, is he brave enough? Is it gonna work? Oh. It is gonna work!
Yeah.
Nice work.
Nice move. Yellow's against Sector 2, that's...
It's Jay, it's Jay.
Yeah.
Who's really...
Oh my god.
He's got... I hate when they get penalties for that. It's not fair to get a penalty for that. What's he doing wrong?
No, but like, oh my god.
What is he doing wrong though?
Like, he's driving so slow.
He's got another one. He's got 13 seconds of penalties just for letting people through. Poor Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, Spaniard's off. Spaniard's been off.
Oh dear.
What's their contact with Vinso? Because they're very close to each other. And now, yeah, he's fallen right down. But let's see how quickly Cam catches up. Look at Sophie, by the way. She's got White fighting on the defence. Looking on the outside.
She has been the entire time, really. Sophie's had White fighting sort of on his heels the entire time. He's had to go defensive a couple of times just to cover her off. I think...
Feels like TK's struggling on now as well.
If I were Scorpion, I'd just let White fight through and see if he can do anything about TK.
That's a pit stop for Vinso. I think there was contact between him and Spaniard, but if it is a scheduled stop list, which I don't think it is, could he go to the end of these tires anyway? Oh no, it is a scheduled stop. Is he going to go to the end of these then? Do we think?
Maybe going for a mega undercut.
Well, that's when he leaves his pits. Oh dear. He's not...
Scorpion, I'm going to run aboard with Scorpion because he's really close to TK right now.
I think TK's tires are starting to go. I think we could be entering a pit phase, possibly.
Scorpion just has to stick as close to TK as possible right now because that's his best chance of getting him down that back straight.
It's these next sort of 5 laps where everything's going to happen, I think. So, because like I say, they will have to make, of course, at least one pit stop on these tyres. They'll never get the whole way through the race. It's just about when you do that.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if Vincent is scheduled or not, because
TK's gone wide.
Crawling.
He's gone very wide.
Look at how much Scorpion. Yeah, but look at him. He's in 6th gear already. He's just cruising.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get down on the power there.
Yeah.
It's very tricky, but he was driving 6th gear when he said arguably being 4th.
Did he send it?
No, he's just saving it again. Although...
Oh! Did his teammate hit him? He got very close. Only caught a bit of his on board, but I think he just missed him. He did miss him just. But surely the move's gonna have to come at some point with Scorpion because he's
messed that up.
Yeah, he messed the final corner.
That's ruined a lap of work, really. You have to just stick so close to them. So,
yeah. And now look at the ERS comparison between these two. It's just leaps and bounds of 2 Red Bulls. Surely White Fountain has his best chance coming up.
I wonder if White Fountain... I'm sure they're in a party. If I were White Fountain, I'd be telling Scorpion, get the hell out of the way. I've got full ERS. Let me blow TK up. We'll both get through.
And honestly, if I was Scorpion, I'd be telling him it's only round 3, and I'm not letting you through. I want to have a chance in this as well, though. You gotta remember that it's only round 3.
I would just say, but the thing is, you need to get past TK because at this point they're both pretty much screwed.
Yeah, but in fairness, no one's able to pass anyone at the minute. It's just the way the track is.
In the end, yes.
Yes.
You
Scorpion,
know,
again, this is
Scorpion probably knows he's not going to get past TK. White Fountain's certainly not going to get by TK. Why would he think about letting him through? I doubt it.
TK goes deep again. He takes that corner so weird every single time.
Let's ride aboard Scorpion. Let's see how much he short shifts. Look at him. He's not going above 8.5 hours in RPM. It's ridiculous. But it's working. This is his chance. Yep, has to do it. He has to do it this time. Will he start losing that performance though as his ERS gets lower? Let's see if he can go for it. That's going to be not working, is it? Oh, he's got to slow down now. Fair enough. Do it. Yeah, he's done it.
Fair enough. He's got the move done.
Okay, you can't overtake then. I'll just shut up now. Now there was a yellow flag and all of that, and I don't really know who it's for.
He messed it up. No.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh dear.
Second time in a row he's messed up that. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Oh, right near outside, he's going to go for it.
Got a bit on the curb there.
Right, what does White Fountain do watching this? His teammate's nearly onto the grass, look, he's just skating wide, but he can just sit and watch, and Sophie can just sit and watch as well. They're just spectators here. There's a J off again. He's been lapped by the whole field, I think, at this point. Apart from maybe 3, 2. No, it's not going too well for him. And Vince so fastest lap on those new tyres, and that's a fast lap in nearly 7/10. That lap was faster than everyone else.
He's sort of starting to catch up to Chris though. It was 3.5 at one point, and now it's 2.8.
Honestly, I think the undercut might actually work here because it looks like Vince has got some good pace. Although he was held in the pits for ages, so it won't gain too much, and his tires might die towards the end. But these guys, and they put in like sort of 4 or 5 laps, undercut could be really crucial here.
If I'm one of the Red Bulls, I'm pitting now.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a big window. There is a big window though for pit stops.
I mean,
it's pretty much endless, the window. It's just about, you know, keeping the tires, which isn't too hard to do, honestly. Seeing yells again. Is that for Jay?
Scorpion has realised now that he's much better than TK on the brakes. We've seen in the last 2 laps, so...
Yeah, but he's also realised he's got no ERS. So is TK. They both have no ERS left. And White Fountain is still up there in the 90s, and even to an extent Sophie in the 70s. They're both looking rather strong. They would be the people who would really benefit from an undercut, I think. But no one's taken it yet.
Finally takes the final corner well, and TK does not take it well. Just not close enough to really make that mistake.
We've got TK defending on the inside there.
Ooh. Yeah.
Spaniard pits, but he's miles behind really anything. Looks like Ian and TB. Oh, they're both off the track. And there's a broken front wing for TB. Don't know if that's related to the battle or not, but they were certainly getting too close for comfort, you could say. I think TB was touching the gravel out of the hairpin, but yeah, they're fighting away. I think White Fountain's preparing an attack here. He seems more confident than he was before. Yeah. He's still got that 100% full bar VRS. Well. He knows he's got the advantage here. Surely. Remember, he's also probably still on the stream. You can probably still hear what we're saying. So, hello, if you're still here.
Hey, hey, White Fountain. Hey,
Jorit's in Narnia.
Yep.
And that's
Jorit.
Yeah, he was in Narnia.
Kamkai is right there. I've just noticed. Kamkai. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Welcome to the party.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. A bit late, later than invited, but you know.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. Yeah.
Right.
White Fountain is so close to Scorpion.
Yeah.
Scorpion gets a bit twitchy there. If I White Fountain, I'll just send it right now. Just send it. Who cares?
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's an interesting way of going about it, but it looks like Scorpion's got a better run now than White Fountain. Weird.
This is White Fountain doesn't use DRS. It's a weirdo.
He must be saving it for his out laps, right? If he was to pit now, he could probably get 2 good laps out of that ERS.
Yeah, he's probably gonna. If he is gonna save the DRS like that, he has to overcook them.
Sophie's, and she's got a full bar VRS as well. Obviously, so she can push a little bit.
That would be actually insane if she actually can jump the Red Bulls.
I think she's going to jump all 3 of them, I think. Let's see where she comes out.
Yeah.
Is the undercut foul? I don't know.
Oh, Simon and Josh nearly having an accident there. They made contact with the last corner, and Sophie comes out in all of that. She's not, luckily though, but she's actually had her teammate. That's a perfect position. She's got 20 seconds of free air. She's judging this perfectly.
Yeah.
I must say.
Now she has to push. She has to push now. Yeah, she's putting up her EOS, so this could be something.
Yeah, and I think the Red Bulls are starting to realise that. They're both saving. They're all saving, the 3 of them. But what about the guys at the front as well? Do remember that we have still got Chris leading this one, and Lukey's second. Does Lukey fancy an undercut? He's also saved his EOS all the way up to 100%.
Yeah.
It feels like they're all preparing to undercut, doesn't it? But it's actually who will actually undercut. That's the real question.
Though, you gain ERS in the pits, so I think if you have full ERS, you should try and overcut. Because once everyone pits, just spend all of it. Spend all of it and then pit.
And then save it. Yeah, that's what I would do as well. So,
pitting is Chris.
Chris pitting in, yeah, and Lukey staying out then.
Lawrence too. TK surely has to pit. He does. Scorpion stays out.
Scorpion pits. Okay, interesting.
No, he stays out. He stays out. White Fountain pits.
Yeah, White Fountain.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Look at Sophie. 20 seconds to 19, so she gained a second there. So she will.
Look out for any holding up in the pits here as well. You know, you just never know. I don't think there's the Mercedes is pitting in Zubar, so I think everyone's okay with holding up. It's all about where Sophie can get ahead. Let's see.
This will be close.
Oh, Josh. Oh dear.
Wait, hold on, guys.
And
gets White Fountain.
She jumps White Fountain.
Yeah, that's one. Will she get the other? She'll have better tyres, of course. TK's will be nice and cold, and Sophie will be nice and warm, ready to go for the move, and using her ERS, of course, to attack.
As we said, Scorpion has completely screwed himself over right now.
Yeah. But I guess maybe that's how they're doing their team orders down at Red Bull.
Yep.
And where did Chris came out in a good spot as well. Like, he's in plenty of clean air, so it's all looking okay for him as long as he doesn't bottle it. So it seems the pit stop phases are going nice and smoothly for these guys, and unless Scorpion can pull something out of the bag, which he can't, I don't know. And the only thing that I would be worried about with White Fighting is the fact he did get overtaken by Sophie. Could that maybe hold him up a bit? Where would Scorpion come out in between that? Could he even come out between the two?
What they should have done is let Scorpion pit, and White Fighting with his full bar of VRS, just go for it.
He's still not going for it, is he? He's still on 100%. What's he waiting for?
Right? Just use it.
It's there to use. Do something. Top 3 into the pits. Calm as well into the pits. Calm is only 1.7 behind. Calm only 1.7 seconds behind Scorpion. He could come out in the midst of this fight as well, you know.
Yeah.
He really could. Haas gets held up of Lawrence.
Lawrence, that's unfortunate.
I think Calm might have got held up a bit as well. Look out for the guys coming past, and oh wow.
He's not. Lawrence is. He has TK.
Calm is right on this now. He's 1.9 seconds off. He's going to be closing. I think Josh has just hit the pit wall. He's just hit the pit wall. I think his front wing came off. I'm not going to get enough view of it, but I think I just saw his wing line at the pit entry. The famous Lewis Maldonado wall.
I'll see if Soapy can get past TK.
Yeah, wing's broken.
I saw Scorpion eventually get past TK and then just ball it immediately. Let's see if Soapy can do this. Can do one better. And do the not bottling part.
I mean, honestly, they all have a undercut on Lawrence, don't they, as well? Who looks like he's struggling a bit.
He get held up though.
He did. Yeah, but it's not helping him out, is it, really? TK might get into a close fight with him maybe soon. Calm's caught a second on this lap already. A second.
But he has.
Oh, that's a big slide! Jeez. Well saved, White Fountain, but is he under pressure from his teammate? He is indeed. And he's going to have to get the defensive game on. Is he using that ERS yet? He's still not using it. He's only under 3. What's he doing? There goes Scorpion past, and this is going to be 2 Red Bulls side by side into the hairpin. This is where it's going to get a little bit itsy bitty. Just keep it clean, lads. You've got a guy behind you who's very eager to overtake. And Scorpion, he's made the move work with his teammate. Will he get the last corner right? No. But White Fountain doesn't get the exit right. So Calm will be on the back of this now. But yeah, Scorpion back ahead of his teammate.
I think the race has been poorly managed by the Red Bull drivers.
It really has. It is.
It really has.
It is handing the championship lead really to Chris now, because he will have it by 2 points. The championship lead. Yep. I think at least 2 points. So yeah, White Fighting down in P7, could even be P8 in a minute, because he's got Mr. I like to overtake in the wet. Mom.
It's a weird thing to say to your mother.
Yes.
Remember that guy Sean? Who is he? I remember.
Yeah, where'd he go actually? Where? Maybe he's passed out drunk.
Might be.
Yeah. Like I say, I keep it clean. I have Pepsi. That's all I do. Pepsi's fine. Oh, is that him there, Buck? Guess not.
Scorpion undid all his good work getting past TK by blowing himself up. And Wipeout undoes his good work getting past Scorpion.
They should be running 4 or 5 at least, shouldn't they, Red Bull? Realistically,
yeah,
that's what they should be there, but they're not. And like Calm's going to undercut both of them. I still think Calm's got this, because he's probably going to use his ERS. Because look, who's still not using it? White Fountain. He's only going up to 3. What is he saving it for? Because he's using little and going back to 100%. To then not use it. What's the point of it? What is the point of it?
It's infuriating, because I remember watching Ianyan in the Podium Tier last season. He used to always do this as well, just not using his ERS, and he used to just bug the hell out of me. Like ERS, you think, oh, you know, I might lose a couple tens. You lose a lot of time not using your ERS.
Scorpion.
Like, take.
They're that fastest lap for him. He's got the fastest lap now as well.
like, take this track in the drive, for example. You can be setting, say you set like a 30-5-0 or something in the drive. If you spend your rest of your time just sort of saving ERS, and you get back up to a place you want it to be, you're probably going to be setting like mid 35s that entire time. You use that ERS again, you're going to set like a 34.9 or something. ERS matters a lot, and you're just losing so much time not using it.
Yeah, it's really hurting these guys. It's, you know, at least you can to a certain extent doing the same thing, but at least he is using it in some parts of the track. Like White Fountain's just not using it anywhere apart from that back straight, and even then he's not using it as much as others are. He might as well not have an ERS bar. He might as well just have it on automatic.
Yeah.
It's really,
like,
per
really
racecraft.
Need to choke out the ERS system. You take advantage of it.
Yeah. There's more than enough energy
no
there.
From us. Sophie, not sure how much ERS she's using, but she also cannot seem to get past TK.
Well, she was pretty much in the same situation as White Fountain with 100%, but she's actually using hers.
Yeah, the thing is, you have to like.
Oh, here comes White Fountain. He's using it. He's using it. He's gonna go for a move on his teammate. Oh my god. I think Cal's had a mistake as well. Cal's had a mistake. He's fallen way back. And White Fountain actually didn't go for the move, and he's now saving the ERS again. So,
I don't know why he did. He was basically alongside, and he just backed out of it.
Well, I do say, you know, to win a championship, you need to be consistently in the points and doing well. But I don't think, not going for any moves is going to help him right now. He needs to be coming out here championship leader. He's 17 points ahead coming in. He's going to somehow leave 2 points behind. It's not really something you want to be saying, is it? Oh, he's gone for the move.
An awful, abysmal run there.
Yeah, I have to go for this, surely. Although, he thought about defending the Scorpion, but then he sort of remembered, oh, he's not going to go for a move on me, is he? And indeed he didn't. So he just sort of said, hello, I'm here, and then had a big slide. Although this could get fun, actually.
There's just no point battling each other right now. If I was in that team radio, if I was their manager, the team radio in the party with them, I would be screaming down that mic.
This is really
like Wipeout seems to be rapid at the moment, as he loses the back end slightly there.
He's got so much potential sitting right there, but he's just not using it. Like, what is he waiting for? He's on to 3-4 ERS now. He has a clear-cut chance. Does he actually go for it this time? It's the same as last lap, and he didn't go for it then. Well, obviously, we know Scorpion's quite late on the break, so that's something that he could keep in mind. But surely he's got it this time. I don't think he does.
Here we go.
I don't know.
That's it. Shove him off. Thank you. Just tell him to go away. That's much more like it. Now get to work on that lead Sophie has. It's that simple.
Yeah.
That easy. It was for your own good, Scorpion. I promise.
Right. Well, that could let Callum get by Scorpion now.
He's catching Chris. It was 2.2 and now it's 2.4. Slowly, but it's happening. I wonder if we could see a bit of bit of Ferrari fireworks. That would be nice.
Interestingly, it's only been 3 people who've actually went up any positions today. It seems a bit weird, doesn't it? But it's only Sophie, Cam, and Jury who've actually made any places up, and Cam making 6 is the most so far today. So
it's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Top 4 is the exact same. Bottom 2 is the exact same. Yeah, that's pretty odd.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Seems like Cam's lagging a bit as well. That's not helping him out massively. Obviously, he's off in the state. Then again, you are. So, wonder why he's lagging so much.
Happens.
It's weird. Interestingly now, TK's got more ERS than Sophie, so Sophie can pretty much kiss goodbye any chance of an overtake there. Although something tells me she already knows that. Ugh. It's a bit of a procession now, isn't it? I don't think anyone's going to happen for a while.
I don't know. I think White Fountain got up to the back of these two pretty quick, considering where he was. I think. Well, I hate wet races.
Yeah.
It's just, when you get to the back of someone, it's just so annoyingly hard to overtake. You're just sat there, annoyed at everything going on because, yeah.
Josh is in Narnia, but he's recovered from
Pretty good
Narnia.
race for Josh. That's it.
Yeah, qualifying on mediums, and then Narnia hitting the pit wall. Not a great day. But he has still kept his P16 starting position, so success.
Yeah. Silver linings. Kamkai is... It's weird that Scorpion got the fastest lap because he's pretty much done nothing since then. Kamkai's all over the back of him. Oh, Kamkai's all over the back of him.
Yeah. He's inspecting that gearbox quite closely.
Unsurprisingly, the second fastest lap is White Fountain. So as I was saying, I felt if the Red Bulls could get past TK and Sophie, they'd be very quick. It's just that they can't seem to do that. Scorpion seems to be struggling a lot. Use the back end there, and Kamkai is going to have a field day. White Fountain's right on the back of Sophie.
Look at Cam. Someone's pushed him through the corner. Should be nice and easy unless he hits him, of
Scorpion
course.
has lost every semblance of traction that he previously had. Kamkai
Did he just push too much earlier with that fastest lap, etc.? Overheating the tires a bit. Guess it isn't out of the question. Here he goes. Late braking move. Although we know Scorpion likes the late breaker as well. And they're going to go side by side on the exit as well. This is where we get those fireworks. And as you say, White Fountain is in the back of Sophie. I'm just noticing now, and we're still side by side, but on the outside, Cam gets another move done. A bit dodgy, but I mean, you'll see what you can get again.
Yeah. I think White Fountain is finally showing his true pace. I think he's by far the quickest I've ever been here.
Yeah, it's just taken too long because he's still, you know, losing all 17 points advantage, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Lukey is keeping the gap nice and consistent, really, isn't he? He doesn't really look like he's going to catch. He's doing the same thing as White Fountain's doing. He just doesn't want to use any of his energy. And Chris is pushing like he's low on fuel, he's low on ERS. You've got to say, if Lukey was to, you know, put the throttle down a bit, he probably would catch it. He probably would. Right? He probably would catch, right?
Yeah,
but
he would. ERS.
He doesn't fancy.
Like, you don't sleep on ERS. If you use it properly, it's a deadly weapon. It's crazy how I have to keep saying this. White Fountain is the back end again. Just about keeps it. Crazy that I have to keep saying this. ERS, use it properly. It's a deadly weapon. Like, yeah, I can understand wanting to keep it high, but if it's just high and you're not using it, what's the point in having it?
Yellows. Is it Josh again? Oh, it's a front wing gone for Simon. He's found the wall.
Yeah.
Oopsie doopsie. Looks like White Fountain is actually falling off the back of Sophie again now. He just cannot follow. But
He made a
Lukey,
mistake and yeah.
Lukey, let's see. Does he listen to your advice? Does he know what we're thinking? Is Sean still alive actually as well? That's probably another question he's thinking. Where is Sean?
That's my question. Is
where Sean? Hello. You know, Sean didn't even want you to join the party, and look, now he's the one slacking off. We should be firing
the gap
him.
The gap is 1.7. Like, look, he's catching.
I'm not gonna lie. I think.
Lot
Can I take credit for this if he makes this work for noticing? Thanks. Thanks.
I'm the one that said he was catching. You were like, guys, keeping the gap.
I'm the one that saw his ERS earlier and there. I think he's using it.
I can't see ERS because my TV screen's a bit weird and I can't actually see the ERS. So.
Can you see the fuel light then on Chris, which is still on? Now the fuel light being on.
White Fountain is once again caught up to Sophie, but it's not going to matter because Sophie's going to get switched around for TK, which is going to not help his cause.
For what it's worth, Lukey's tyres are also 1 lap newer than Chris's.
Yeah.
That could help, because he's closing now. He's got more fuel to use, he's got more ERS to use, and he's got better tyres. That should all help him catch here. He's got loads of fuel. Look at it, he's got over 2.5 laps. He should be pretty much rich fuel to the end. And Chris is on minus 0.1, so he has to save a bit, and that's quite difficult actually. Even in the rain, as White Fountain has the fastest lap, he regains his championship lead as a result. As in, he regains a point advantage as a result. He's 1 point clear now. Unless, of course, he loses a position, but you know, all net results. But yeah, look at it. It does feel like Chris is going to be vulnerable right now. Yeah, especially if he catches up to this Alpha ahead of Simon. I think this could start to unravel for him. Then again, we know how well he can defend. If push comes to shove, then he will push and shove.
And shove. Hopefully it shoves. See, White Fountain's problem is that once he got right to the back of Sophie, she decided, oh, lol. Then she got right to the back of TK, so he can't really do anything about it.
And all this time, White Fountain has somehow set a fastest lap and still got 100% ERS.
Yeah.
Think of how much he can be pushing, and think about the gap. Look at it. Look at the gap at the front. 1.2 seconds.
He's gone deep there.
Let me just check the penalties. I don't think there's even any
Lawrence
warnings. No one's got even any warnings.
Lawrence has 2 warnings. That's the closest anyone is to a penalty.
Yeah, so Lukey and Chris are going to end up fighting legit. No penalties or anything if they decide to fight, of course. Which I hope they do. Once again, it's only round 3, lads. Still plenty to play for. It'd be nice to see a fight for the lead in this one. But yeah, like I say, White Fountain, what's he waiting for? Because he set the fastest lap, even on low ERS usage. Think about how quickly he could be going. If he just went hammer, you know, full on hammer time now, he would get both of them, I think. But
I reckon he would, yeah.
He actually has to try. You know, he's just wasting his
using lead and none out of, like, say the long right hander and sector 3. It's good if you want to keep traction. But if you actually just put it up into hot lap and rich, you'll be faster. Like straight up, you'll be faster. What he has to do is just get as close as he possibly can, put it in rich and hot lap, and just make sure that he doesn't blow up on the exit.
Oh no, Lukey!
Amazing chance of getting past.
Now let's see how that line works. He's losing 4 tenths on the entry, but does he gain anything on the exit, or was it just an error? Just an error.
1.2. Wow.
Yeah.
1 point. I mean, he hasn't lost anything.
He lost 2 tenths.
That much. Was he a second behind? Wow,
Was a second. He had got it to a second, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I think this is going to be a tense last 4 laps. This. I don't know what we're going to see here.
Lukey took that double left. So nice.
He just seems
so
to.
Nice oh, never mind.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've been saying it the whole race. He's just been holding back. If he wanted to catch, he would have, and I wonder if he's just felt he can do that now, but he's had a bit of a scruffy lap actually.
Mistake, yeah. Mistake. Way too deep.
Just needs to keep it nice and
Here comes
calm.
Sophie on TK. This is
That's close, isn't it? Very close.
Come on, just send it. Like, this is the rain, alright? Sophie used to make fun of me making dive bombs in different leagues on the streams all the time. Well, you have to just send it, otherwise,
dive bomb!
What are you doing? There we go.
Well done as well. Got it to the apex. But now we're going to go side by side for the final corner, and TK will not be best pleased at being overtaken, and he's going to have to concede the place, so. Unless there's a chance into turn 1, I don't really... Oh, actually, he's got a nice run.
Oh, actually.
Well, yeah, it didn't look like he was having the run, but then he just sort of launched off the corner much better. On the outside for turn 1. This could get pretty hairy in a second. Looking for White Fountain. Just sitting back.
White Fountain has to stay close to the apex there. Really wants a good chance. There we go.
Bit of contact between these two. But I think Sophie's got the move done. Unless TK fancies a dive bomb, which I'm sure Sophie will defend. And she actually breaks the leader herself, so. Oh, White Fountain.
TK had to sort of get out of it there.
Yeah, and we're going to go side by side. This is going to be a move on the outside. This will put the lead to 3 points if he can get it. Let's see if he can do it.
Oh, can he do it?
All about the inside here if he can stay in it, but he
space.
doesn't. Yeah. But now TK's starting to feel all that pressure. he could still be vulnerable. And remember, 100% ERS compared to 30% ERS. Come on, White Fountain, get a move on. This is it now. This is the chance now. Look how far he's already pulled away after overtaking. And Lukey's challenge seems to have fallen apart now, doesn't he? He's just losing loads. Yeah. In fact, Lawrence is starting to catch him a little bit. It could backfire. And this is it. White Fountain.
There we go. Surely. A little bit to overtake. The ERS overtake isn't just for overtaking, but just, you know, put it over to overtake.
Oh, he's put it back down a bit.
Send it. There we go.
Bit of a wheel binding there.
There, job done. See, was that so hard, White Fountain?
Look at this, side by side for the lone right-hander, by the way, for P10, last point. Depending on fastest laps, actually, might actually be for 2 points. I think it is actually. No, it isn't. I think Vinto has already got a point. He's just going to swap a point for a point. He just wants to put Spaniard out of the points.
If he was nice, he would just let Spaniard.
Yeah, just stay where you are, lad. Okay, well, now you're screwed.
Don't spin. Ooh, that's close.
No, he's just got a penalty now, so.
Yeah, Lukey, I think maybe the blood rush was head of it, and he's just lost all sort of paces that he did originally have.
Yeah,
mistakes.
It could just overheat the tires. Maybe that's just it. Maybe you just can't push in these conditions. That could just be it.
I think maybe it's just your tires have to be in a good state at all times. Because as we saw with Scorpion, he set the fastest lap and then he just disappeared off the face of the earth. He's 2 seconds behind Cam.
Yeah, and Cam himself is on the back of TK.
He's really close to TK, yeah.
His race is now unraveling, isn't it? The Renault driver, and it's a real shame. He was having such a good day up to this point, but it's started to fall apart a bit. Cam, though, is still lagging like mad. That isn't a comfortable sign. I want to see how much
Sophie and Wipeout can catch up to Lawrence, because
well, Lawrence could be still under pressure for penalty if he makes any mistakes in the latter stages of the race.
He's got a bit deep there. Wipeout is pretty close.
Simon, fastest lap, takes it off Vinto, so now Vinto has to do something. So just 2 to go in this. White Fountain now with the fastest lap.
Yep.
In the top 10, so that'll be Simon and White Fountain getting their fastest lap points. And will it be a P4 and a fastest lap point for White Fountain? Let's see. He's having a look on the outside. We'll open up the entry for turn 3, which you can't really do anything with, but once again that'll help with turn 4, 5 and 6. Just about being patient. He's been patient all day. I think that ERS is now starting to be used. It is being used now, as you can see. He's found the 70s.
What are we being patient for?
Well, Vinto's pitting. He wants that fastest lap back.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam's done it. P6.
Yeah, TK is just falling apart at the seams.
Yeah, it's a real shame now for him. Lukey has started to cast his gap up quite quickly again to the race leader, his teammate.
Imagine he didn't lose an entire second.
Yeah, but he's just gained that entire second back.
Yeah,
pretty much just as good as he lost it.
Imagine he didn't lose it.
Well, if he can just do that again on the next lap, then he'd be right on the back. Chris, once again, 1 lap older tyres.
Wipeout has got a good run yourself. He's gone deep. Ooh, I say that Wipeout lost the back end. Sophie had gone so deep there. But
oh, still a nice run though. Look at the slipstream he's got.
I mean,
look at the gap at the front, man. Look at the gap at the front.
You're right.
Is Chris bottling this? It looks like the tyres are starting to go on his car. Lukey's going to have a monstrous lap if he wants to win this race.
Yeah.
1 to go. His fastest lap of the day, Luke. He's really piling this pressure on. He gained over a second, I think, on that lap on Chris. If he can just do that again, he surely would have to go for it, wouldn't he? All this work for nothing. Yeah. I mean, he's waited 28 laps for this. Sitting as the number 2 all day. I think it's about time he changed that.
It'd be cruel if Chris led the entire race just to lose it last lap.
Well, at the minute he's keeping the gap good, but it felt it was the middle on the final sector where he lost all of his gap, wasn't it, Chris, on the last lap? So we'll see if he can hold it this time. Is it the S's he's struggling with? Obviously, Lukey nailed this when we watched him earlier on board, and as you can see, Chris is all over the road.
Chris, yeah, drifts a lot. You know what? This is giving me flashbacks, because I used to do that a lot when I raced him in Season 10 here in the wet. Just drifted to that corner all the time.
Yeah, but it's not working.
He's under a lot of pressure here. Okay.
He's got look. His fuel is still really low. He can't push here. Lukey's gonna have overtake available the whole straight. He's gonna have rich available the whole straight. Something that Chris won't have either of. Not really.
Stump all to start, and here we go. Not start, exit.
Decent exit from both. It looks like, though, this is Lukey's opportunity. Let's see if he can catch up. He is really getting very close to the back. Does he risk it? Chris on the inside is defending quite hard.
Just send it. Just send it right now.
Lukey isn't really too interested in it, is he? He's not too interested. Chris, then, I think has this one, as long as he doesn't get the last corner all wrong. And from pole position, he is going to take victory. It's going to be Ferrari 1-2. And Chris puts himself into the championship picture with victory at Shanghai. Lukey P2 and Lawrence completing the podium. Sophie 4th with a white fighting 5th. Cam 6th. TK is going to come home 7th. Scorpion 8th. Jorik 9th. And then Spaniard will be 10th. 2 drivers of the days. Who are you going to choose? Yeah. I want to put Sophie on
because
on board.
As we were saying, like, no one really changed positions. Yeah, I mean, Cam Kai, I have to give it to Cam, really.
I would say, honestly, Sophie and Cam were brilliant with their strategy, honestly, and Cam's moves. Sophie was on the ball with the strategy because she made like 3 positions off it, didn't she? So
she did. That's a very I agree.
So I'd say, well, we have to pick 2 anyway. So I put Sophie and Cam in for that. I think we can agree on that. Ian got a point in the end there, by the way. So Spaniard must have a penalty. So Ian got the last point in the racing point.
Did fastest lap?
Fastest lap points. White Fortin gets it for the top 10, and Zyman gets it. No, sorry, Jor gets it. Vento gets it.
So Vitinho pit for nothing then.
No, we got it on the line. He just got it on the line. Yeah, on the line. So White Fountain and Vento get their fastest lap points. Yeah. And White Fountain, his championship lead then would be a 3-point lead, I think, after that. Yeah, it is. 3 points at the top then, so that's going to be lovely and close for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix next week, which is well, it's got chaos written all over it, doesn't it, really?
Oh yeah, totally.
Especially if it rains again.
Hope it's not wet.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I kind of wouldn't mind rain there, but yeah. Oh, look at that. Front wing gone on the Ferrari in the top 3. I wonder how that happened. But yeah, 2 Ferraris, 1-2. Just as it was in qualifying, and yeah, that's going to help their constructors fight beautifully. I think, where were they in the constructors actually? Let me have a quick look before this race started. They were just 6 points behind. They will have taken the Constructors' Championship lead then today. So, a good day for Ferrari. So let's confirm the order then, or at least the provisional order, before any penalties. Chris, Lukey, Lawrence, Sophie, White Fountain, Cam, TK, Scorpion, Jorit and Ian are your top 10. Fastest lap points go to White Fountain and Vinso, and then bottom 10, or bottom 7, Spaniard, Vinso, Jor, TB, Josh, Simon and Jay. And that is it then. That is Precision Tier. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Don't know where Sean went.
Yeah, don't know where Sean's gone.
Like I say, he's probably passed out or something drunk. But yeah, I think Pinnacle Tier's on right now, but Prestige Tier will be 9:30. And listen, it's got me in it. It's got Odems in it. It's got Alfie McMahon in there as well. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he'll be there. Everyone's gonna be there, and yeah, that'll be in just under 40 minutes. But anyway, I'm going to end this one now. So cheers for watching. Sorry there was no grid walk, and sorry for Sean disappearing. And safe travels, everyone.